G'day nuclear enthusiasts and welcome to episode 10 of Nuclearies. Last episode we kind of finagled with the boric acid filter pump and kind of left the core as is, so it's kind of over temperaturized a little bit. But let's see if we can kind of nip that one in the butt, as well as turning our resistor back on that we did leave off from the last one. So hopefully that should all level out nice and safely. Today is going to be absolutely huge because I'm planning to get the new Loop 2 up and running. So I know in the past, upgrading the power increase for these pumps specifically doesn't really have much of an effect overall, but I'm going to do that on the two pumps that we've just installed recently, as the rest of them are on and will not, if I go back to the third one, it will not allow me to do it because it is active and in use at the present moment. So the consumption reduction level 4, which we are at the moment, but 5%, it's not really worth it in terms of how much power it takes itself for it to run, like using your internal generator or just the power you're generating itself. I don't really bother too much on that one. And the resistance upgrade, we need 8 on our level, which we don't have. So going over to this one, it uses 8 on the level, unfortunately. So we're not quite there, but we can do a little bit more on the resistance increase for 820,000, which we unfortunately do not have. So that's kind of out the window. We've got a resistance increase on that one. I reckon just a little bit should be okay. I wouldn't mind doing the condenser, but unfortunately it is in use. It's kind of cooling everything off for us. Generator turbine, level 8. Level 4, don't have enough money. Level 6, don't have the level. And level 10, unfortunately. So apart from what we've really done here, we'll get some resistance. No, we won't. Not for 650,000 royalty points. Let's just go back and into it again. No point upgrading because it takes 640,000 as well. We've only got one resistor, which it is in use at the moment, so we can't touch it anyways. And that is just about everything I can think of in terms of that. We might as well get just a little bit on either of them. Why not? Just spend a little bit of cash money moolah, as it is generally easy to get more in this game itself. Let's just see what's another one is 250k. Don't think it's really necessary, as we're really only just got that transformer that doubled our 8500 capacity to 17,000 you see there, saving our butts in the last episode. Didn't realize it didn't take as long to install as like a normal pump or the steam generator does, which makes sense. Makes absolute sense. Let's go. No, let's just leave it at that. That should be a-okay by me. So what's our future demand? Don't know quite yet until maybe the next hour. Next 2 hours. So won't let me go any further than that. It'll probably drop down, then way drop down. And we should be a-okay. So let's get that 3x speed happening as per normal. And see if we can get this ongoing. So what I might do is I might come over here and actually finagle with these a little bit, and we'll get this to 60. I know I shouldn't play with it so much, as I've been told by many commenters, but my OCD just will not allow it. It will not allow it. We've got 60 on that. That should overall raise this back up, which is fine by me. 64. I know I should allow this to get to about 90 degrees, but no more. But when we play with the bypass valves, I have a really bad knack for forgetting about this and it burning off a little bit, which is why I always try and put a little bit more than even what is in it at the moment. But hey, I like to play dangerous sometimes. Not really. So we got 7.4. I think it was around the 6 last time. Got a nice low value on that iodine increase or creativity. Really high on that one, as I think it was about 24, 25-ish last time we saw it. And that one was about 14, I think. But we did have to kick up that temperature, as it might have been a slight typo by the non-English mainly speaking solo dev. Big shout out to you as always. Brilliant game. We're loving it as always. And there is, I might even flash a few little things of a new experimental testing area that is actually password protected. So I'm going to give you a hint. The first digit is 3 and the rest you'll have to figure out. It's a 4-digit code, and the hint is you have to go back to the beginning. So I'll just leave that with you. And you can kind of tinker with it until the future kind of episode where I kind of release what's shown in there. But it's definitely not finished as of yet. And I don't think the dev wants it shown just yet. So we've got to wait another hour or so. And hopefully we don't get any massive... Oh, we got 3 failures on that one. That's fine. We don't want to get this or the emergency services, or the emergency batteries, or the emergency generators, as we've got the batteries on charge. We're safe there. The internal generator and the external power supply are both off. We're safe there. But the emergency services, like the resistors and your bypass valves, specifically or mainly your resistors in use, will fail you that absolutely instantly. And that's why I've been somewhat finagling a lot more over the midnight kind of time. We'll get that loop 2 up and running very, very shortly. I want to try and wait for it to drop all the way down. So in the next hour, I think I should do it. Would be the plan. And then as we bring it all up, we will need to probably start it at like 25 or something, maybe even 10 or something slow. And as we do that, we'll need to lower loop 3 to either shut it down completely. I don't think we need to just yet. Let's just check like that. To make sure we don't take too much heat away from the core. And like overcompensate on one loop compared to the other. Because since they are really quite close to each other, they will kind of share their heat from loop 3 to loop 2. And vice versa. I'm not sure if it has been fixed, but it did not be the same thing, or didn't used to be the same thing from the heat transfer from loop 2 to loop 1. So we'll see how that goes when we eventually get all 3 loops going. Let's just go and get this up as high as we can. Yep, we dropped quite severely. Let's just get this all the way up into like 50 or something. And I really want to try a lot more things with these admit valves. Let's just bring that. And then hopefully 40 should do it. 70-30, 70-46, not even 45. Because now is when I want to slow the time down and see if we can get loop 2 up and running. I've been so looking forward to this for quite some time. And before I do that, I'm going to get that on at least, so I'm ready to do it, because the temperature will raise very, very quickly once this starts going. 910. 88. See if we can get this on. Oh, no. On. And get it up to 11-ish. Let's just go lucky number 7. I don't want it to go too bad. For the fact that we're already sharing some of the heat from loop 3 over to loop 2. So it does not take as much to get going. And at the same time, I'd probably like to lower that one by 5. No, let's see if we can try and get an overall balance on both of them. Even though the pumps per se should be updated, should be upgraded. So let's go loop 2 to make sure we can get all this on going. Want to make sure we do that, and the temperature on that is a-okay. Yep, good. Bring this up to 16 just quickly. Just have a look at it. Dropping by a lot. Let's just go 25 very quickly to make sure it doesn't drop too fast. That is going very, very quickly. Let's just leave that one for now. I've got to really balance everything out, and it's really quite difficult not knowing what the next demand is going to be, or at least somewhat of an estimate. So there we go. Starting to bring it on. Let's just see if we can use this. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Probably want it 60? Let's just try that. Because I don't want it to drop to absolute 0 and make us restart all over again, because any power we generate in loop 2 is going to go straight over to our resistors themselves. So hopefully the next hour is when they'll want some more power, and we can hopefully open up our bypasses and do all that sorts of stuff. So how are we going over here? 74, kind of raising up a little bit too fast. Let's drop that down by 5. Still raising up. Let's just leave it there for now. 302, 353. Let's do 50-50. I want to try something different than using the bypass valves, and kind of go with the commenters of the video as I do reply to absolutely every single one of them regardless. Oh, maybe a little bit too much. 60. We don't want it to drop it to 0. That's for sure. 208. Uh-oh. Hopefully it should all keep its thing. Yes, I think I just caught it. I just caught it. Excellent. How are we over here? Pretty stable. I could probably drop it down just a little bit. How are we on our reactivity? Way down. So let's just go 50 very quickly. Let's just go 45 on that one. See if we can lower that demand a little bit, as that'll be less deriving. That'll be good. 45. Even go further than that and leave that as is for now. 53. Let's just bring it down to 50. Nice and stable there, roughly. 1600, 1800. Let's drop it down to 60 again. Hopefully we don't go too bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's just go 50 on that one. See if we can burn some of it out on the other one. And we are definitely producing a lot of power. Let's go 50. See if we can drop it. There we go. We're starting to drop now. Hopefully we'll get there. Trying to balance everything out. These are all good. Temperature there is good. 23. So let's just go up. 60. Temp is somewhat okay. We can probably go 40 very quickly. There we go. We got it all coming up. Good, good. We caught it again. We're still bringing it up to 3060. Excellent. We're still providing more than electricity to the grid. And hopefully we don't get any of these sneaky hidden ones there. Even though we are now safe on this one. It's just our resistors that we've got to worry about. The emergency services. 23. 55. First time I'm ever using that, so it's interesting to see the difference, to be honest. We're going over here. Another 14 minutes. Hopefully our resistors can take it just a little bit more. 2633. So I think like 55-ish should be like a perfect value on that. Whoa. See, as soon as I do that, it drops. As soon as I do that, it drops. Yeah, see, we keep doing that and we are fighting it to try and bring up to value. So it might have been a little bit too early. Might have been good to go into the next hour. Yeah. It's alright, we're getting there slowly, and it's interesting to use this admin valve instead of sending more heat over to the condenser and fighting with that one all the time. There we go. I think we'll actually get it done this time. And then we should be A-okay to try and balance everything out. How are we over here? Good. 10.27. 3,000. Just open that bypass valve to try and get that one done a little bit more. Try and get this done ASAP. 38. Just slow it down a bit, hopefully. This is definitely going to be a lot easier when there's more than one resistor. Or at least 5,000. Here we go. 304. 350. See if we can do this ASAP. 57. 58. 59. 60. 22,001. Close that breaker. And we are now outputting to the grid on that one. That's fantastic. So now we're probably producing more than enough. Yes, we certainly are. Let's see if we can just bring this up to 30. Let's just take this all the way to 100 and see if we can just use our bypass valves just a little bit more generally. 36. So hopefully that should balance it all out. It should come down slightly. There we go. So now's the time we need to start dumping all these out. So I reckon 30 and 30 on that, as they're wanting 8,000. Okay, so now's the time I need to start balancing. Oh, that's very, very nice. Like 100 points off. So now I need to start bringing this up and this one down. Yeah, that one up and that one down. So, yep, this one up and that one down. So let's just do that for now. There we go. Excellent. So it will come up eventually. Awesome sauce. So we should be doing it all. We're not doing too much. We didn't blow our resistors. That's a fantastic thing to do. And that was very different, using the admin valves for the turbines. Very interesting, I have to say. Let's see if we can even bring just this one here down. Probably dangerous doing it by 10. But I think we should be A-okay. Let's see if we can speed up the time. Just 2x. 2x speed. 27, 29, 30. Bring this down, whoop, by 5. How are we over here? 86 and dropping. Excellent. Reducing power, not doing too much there. As we're bringing that down, let's see if we can close those bypass valves off evenly. Good, good. Might be even good to bring this down even further to like 20 and bring that one up to the same. So now that's why it shows 20, as it's taking an average of all the loops you have available. Since I've only got 2, 20 average is 20 average. 689. Oh, I just wanted to drop it by 3. 763. Go that up. 5,000 on each generator. Almost perfectly stable here. We're getting there. We're still producing more than enough. And see if we can go to the end, as we've just started the day. That's why the compliance here for the overall 24 hours is so low, even compared different to that one. That's per hour, while this one is per 24 hours itself. So that will definitely go up and up and up as we go throughout the day. Here we go. How are we going on everything over here? Coming up a little bit. Going down a little bit. 37, 36. Bring that one up. What's that on? 19 or 18? 18. So we can probably come over here. Yep, that should be A-okay. So let's see if we can go 35 and 35 now. So now we've got 20 and 20. 35 and 35, 25 and 25, plus the 5k each, roughly. We're burning 2,500 out of another 5 megawatts or 5,000 kilowatt capacity on the resistors. Midnight, what sort of objectives did we get? Generate power without interruptions for 6 hours between 0100 and 0700 in the morning. So from the next hour till 7 in the morning. That is actually rather a-okay by me, and this should be good to go to 55 now, maybe. Let's go 3x speed now, since I'm thinking we're more safe. Maybe even, yeah, it needs to go below 10. 989, maybe even just 52. No. 54. Touchy, touchy. Touchy, touchy. 994. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. 5,000. What's the next hour looking like? Slightly up, then down, then way up to like maybe 13,000 kilowatts. That's going to be very interesting in the next episode, I do reckon. But hopefully you enjoyed the kind of finagling I did for the very first time, I do admit, on these valves themselves for the turbines, as I'm quite used to the bypasses and just temperaturizing it on the condenser, which we can definitely lower that back down again before we finish off. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. I know I just stuffed that up, but I hate intros, outros, YouTube algorithm. Stay sharp till next time, as always, guys. See ya.